Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel, Govin English Teacher. Today, a great personality is with us. He is one of my friends and he belongs to English teaching community. Now he has a lot of experience regarding English language, English ability, English fluency, English communication, and he worked as a resource person many times in our district. And now he is going to he is going to introduce himself. Then we are going to delve into a real life learning English language. Sir, please introduce yourself, sir.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, sir. Great, wonderful, excellent, fantabulous, sir. Please introduce yourself, sir. Yes.
Thank you. Myself, Banuji Rao. I'm working as a school assistant in ZPH School, Pusam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your brief introduction. Nowadays, sir, many people, many persons, they want to improve their English communication skills, English language ability. So, many people, they say that you have to think in English, you have to create English environment. So, we know that information, but we don't have that scope to implementation. So, how to create English environment to learn English communication skills? Sir, please give your experience regarding how to develop English fluency. Yes, sir.
I says it is very wonderful because nowadays it is very essential to all the communities because of the global language English. It is very important to us. That's why we have to create English atmosphere first in our school level or in our surroundings, etc. So you have to improve the thinking in English. So how to create thinking in English? That is the most important. All the whatever the persons or whatever the teachers said that you have to create English thinking. But how it is?
Yes.
That is the most important. That's why you have to create some. You have to start with small things like just seeing stories in English. First of all, it is very useful to kids and students. They have the capability to listen first. We have to give the listening input to the lot of listening input and lot of listening experience to the what about the students or whatever. But we have so many resources, but we can't use. Why? Because when we sit in the front of a TV, for example, generally we are using Telugu language programs. But there are so many English language problems also there, but we can't go to such type of programs. But we have to create interest towards the English. That's why you have to see so many comics or so many, what about your interest? You have to see in English, try to see in English first of all. You have to try to understand something. After that, if you understand or not, you may little bit understand, you will try again and again. That's why you have first of all, you grasping what of the sounds of the English, and you have already you have an interest towards the English language. That's why you have to see so many videos in English. That's very useful to us actually. And if is there any time to talk with your friends, you will try to talk in English. If is there any errors, don't bother about that. First, you have to listen. You have to know something, and you have to educate through the whatever the wrongs. We have to learn through wrongs. That's why if there are so many wrongs in first time, you need not to bother about that. That's why it is one of the most important thing is you have to create English atmosphere, and you have to first of all create interest. Which one is interest to you? For example, seeing movies. Okay, that's good. When we want to see a movie, then you have to prefer English movies. Then there are so many, what about new words are also coming nowadays. That's why you have to understand either first time or second time or maybe next time. Don't bother about that. According to my opinion, first of all, you have to listen a lot as possible. That is the most important, sir.
Okay, sir. On listening your just opinion, I came to that. Listening is a key for a success speaker. Listening plays a pivotal and predominant role in learning language, because listening is a small key which opens a big door of communication skills. Exactly. And if you want to be a good fluent speaker, you must be fluent listener. Those who listen more and more, they can create, because listening is receptive skill, whereas speaking is a productive skill. And if you want to produce a wonderful speech, if you want to make anything, you have to listen, you have to give the receptive skill a lot of important. Then automatically one can be fluent speaker, one can be a good communicator. So first of all, focus on what are the interests of the person. According to the interest and everything, let them to watch a movie and listen a radio or a song and let
Yeah.
them read comic stories or whatever they're interested in.
Yeah.
By creating interesting environment and by involving them into that interesting situation, automatically our children and whomsoever want to learn English communication skill, they will be effectively, efficiently, actually they can learn. So, sir, please tell me some more important things. What are the tips that those who are beginners know? Should they learn any grammar items? And should they learn structure? Should they learn any what we call pronunciation? What are the most important thing to be a good
Okay.
speaker?
Okay. When we think about the students, then the most important thing is creative expression. So that is the most important nowadays. We have to create in our own words. We have to create in own sentences. That's why creative experience, it is developed from just a little bit of small conversations. These are most important. You need not worry about the lengthy conversations first. Even though a single word is also very useful for communicating our conversation. So how it is, for example, take a single word, idli, 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 idli. So this is the only single word, but here there is a conversation between the seller and the buyer. So here seller says idli, 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 idli. Buyer asked him idli, then he gave the idli. Then he take the idli. Okay, that is also a
Yes,
conversation. actually.
initially those who are very poor in expression, first of all, I have to use body language.
Yeah, that's
So
most
by using
important,
body
actually.
language, we can involve into
Yeah.
the real learning. Yes, yes.
Why
Because yes,
if you don't mind, actually, they don't know this is conversation, but here there is a single word, but it creates interest towards the English. Then after that, you have to add some little bit phrases and sentences, etc., etc. That's why we have to develop conversations are most important. And at the same time, you have to write something about a little bit, just take a small situation and give the conversation between two persons. What are the dialogues may occur at the type of situation? So they have to think and they have to produce their language. This is also important for according to the situation which type of sentences are suitable.
yes.
That's the most important. This is also one of the, and you have to develop role plays. Just small dramas also very useful to develop the English language with small and simple understanding sentences. You use some simple sentences first, then onwards you use some a little bit long ways, develop gradually. That is the most important. And one thing is here, we want to talk in English, or not only the English, if any language. One is acquisition, and the second one is learning.
Yeah.
So acquisition, even though we know some people, they can't able to know anything in English or Hindi or whatever the language, but they can able to speak very fluently. How it is? This is acquisition.
Yeah, they don't know.
Acquisition.
They don't know about language. They
Yeah.
know the language.
Yes, they can't write. They are even though purely illiterate also, fluently talk. So that is nothing but acquisition is nothing but creating atmosphere, surrounding atmosphere. So you have to create such type of atmosphere that is very useful to learning the not only the English language, any language.
Yes, sir. Any language can be acquired by habit forming process, imitation, repetition by rather than understanding application. So in this way, one can learn a language. That's the thing. But creating a situation by making involvement into them according to interest. So by giving some small task regarding role play or small conversation, communication like that, we can develop language abilities, language speaking communication among our children. Thank you, sir, Monu sir, for your wonderful experience, and this experience will help many people, those who want to learn communication skills. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming my live session, giving a valuable suggestions. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Monu,
you.
sir.
Thank you so much, my dear friend. Thank you. We'll
Oh,
meet
nice, so
again. Thank
nice, so
you.
nice, sir.